Your room smells like cum right now. You don't smell it because you're so fucking used to it. In fact, you're so used to the fact that your whole room in general is just a little bit of a fucking pigsty. You haven't made your bed. Like, I look at my bed now and there's fucking hospital corners in the way it's folded over. And you think it's not important. You think making your bed is some, like, cringe fucking thing that everyone talks about doing in the morning. But the truth is, if you made your bed, you'd probably get more women. That's just a fact. The fact your standards are so low for yourself in your just general hygiene is a direct reflection of why you don't get women, of why you don't really have the friends you want to. It's because you're smelly. Not literally, but it reflects in your personality. People want the tactic, how to get more women. It's not about the fucking tactic. It's really not about the tactic, and it never was about the tactic. But our stupid brains seem to make us think, when we just know about how to say this at this given time with this tonality in the autistic approach of doing it, then the solution will come. Then the floodgates will open, literally. It's not about that. It's not about any of the tactics. We could write you a book with all the tactics. With your cum smelly room, you would still not get the results that the book suggests, and you would blame the book, because of course it's the book's fault. It's not you. It's not you and your cum smelly room as to why you can't get women. What it's about the man you need to become. Your life's not attractive, so you don't attract anything to it. It's not the other person's fault. It's yours. Why would someone come into your life if your life's not attractive? And it doesn't always have to be. There's times where it's just you need to go and do what needs to be done. You need to lock yourself in a room for 3 months and just fucking work and just train and just eat and just do hard fucking personal development for 3 months. And there's a time for that. And obviously your life's not attractive. I mean, we get on, mate. If your life's like that right now and you're just 3 months locking yourself in, working, training, we'd get on. We could hang out and it'd be attractive to me. It's not attractive to fucking women. Of course it's not. They want fun, adventure, entertainment. And if you're not in a position in life where you can do that, then just be okay with the women front maybe a little bit quieter, a little bit slower, or you're trying to like entertain old women that you've seen in the past. But if you want new ones, you need to be in that season of your life of socializing, going on fun shit, spending money. It's the hardest thing for me over the past years. I've always saved money. Always had money because I saved it. So spending it on like adventures and shit was always something like, ooh, yeah, good. But I always felt good for doing it after. Never do I regret any penny spent on any experience I've done in my life. I've been all around the world. I've done many experiences, and I'm fucking so grateful for each and every one of them, because there's a couple of mindsets people have around money that are quite fucking broke. You've either got the guy that just spends everything, that says you can't take it with you. Maybe kind of true. You've got the person on the other end that just saves everything. And I think both are stupid. Both are stupid. You don't want to spend everything because then you're broke. And 9 times out of 10, people that spend everything don't actually make that much. And they end up just skin, to put it bluntly. But then the guy that saves everything is quite fucking boring, because he hasn't got any experience. He hasn't done anything that exciting. So then the happy medium really comes in making good money, but then spend that money in, almost just tell yourself you're going to invest that money on experiences. Go to another country, invest it in the experiences that are going to come from that. Go and spend it on a challenge. Go and summit a fucking mountain in another country. Spend it on that. Spend it on the plane tickets. You'll have stories to tell. And that's all life really is. You don't want money to take with you until you go to the grave, but you do want fucking stories to tell. Well, just before you go to the grave, you're going to want to be, when you're old and crooked and all you can really use is your mouth, all you're going to want to be able to do is retell the stories of your fucking exhilarating and exciting life. Or you're going to tell your grandkids right now about your fucking cum smelly room, with tissues everywhere, that half fucking pizza box that's been sat on the side for not ages. I know you're not a complete piece of shit, but I bet it's been there fucking over 12 hours. And for a pizza that probably doesn't need to be sat there that long, does it? And I know that the room hasn't been cleaned out in a little while. There's a little bit too much bits on the floor. Your room smells like cum. So you need to fix that. It all starts with that. And it sounds simple, it sounds easy, but that's where true discipline is formed. I'm not disciplined because I go to the gym. I'm not disciplined because I follow a nutrition plan. That is a non-negotiable because I am going to get a fucking exceptional physique. I am disciplined when I don't really want to do bone shit, like I'm an OCD freak, that's a bad example. I fucking will tidy my shit. But there are things that I don't really want to do, and when I do them, that's discipline. And normally it's the little annoying shit that you need to go and do. It's pay that random bill that comes up every 3 months, and it's like not even much, but it's the effort of just stopping what you're doing and going to do it. It's going to get a battery for that fucking bulb that ran out the other day. That's the shit that actually trains you in discipline. And it sounds petty and it sounds like that's not going to move the needle. It is. Because when you do those things and you train yourself in those levels of discipline, you develop very slowly, but you develop into the man that you need to become. And that is what all this is about. Becoming the man that you need to become. Becoming the man that has an attractive lifestyle. So you may think you're above it. Most people will. And most people are too arrogant to fucking change, and that's why they won't change. And guess what? They'll live a shit, boring, miserable existence. And we will sit and laugh at them from our fucking castle one day. But you're not like that. You're better than that. If you watch this type of content, you're at least, you're not arrogant enough to know, or you're not as arrogant where you would ignore this type of information. I think what I'm saying makes sense to you, that people are arrogant. That's why, if you don't have the physique you want and you've been training a while, it's down to arrogance. I know because I've been there myself. I've been too arrogant to get help because I thought I was fit and I knew it. But if the physique doesn't reflect it, then ultimately there's a gap in the knowledge somewhere. And you have to be humble enough to outsource, to go and find someone that's got what you've got and to get him to teach him how to do it. And trust me, when you start doing it, I've been through this myself, it's worth its weight in gold. When someone's teaching you about the thing you're so passionate about to help you get to the next level, it's worth every fucking penny and more. What it actually gives to you is everything you've been looking for. But again, our arrogance, our ego gets in the way. And that's why most people's room will still smell like cum next year. And they'll still not get any more women. Or if they will, it'll be real low-level dregs in the absolute dead of night. Nothing that they were happy with. And do you know what the problem with that is? A man that is not getting any women is consumed by that and sees it as a very, very big problem. And it just takes him in a big, big spiral. Before you know it, 6 months has passed, he's made no progress. Because he was focusing on the women and the women were running away from him. Because he was repulsive, he was repelling. What's the opposite of to repel? It's to attract. It's to attract people into your life. I'll tell you now, if you are the type of person that complains, if you're the type of person that doesn't think things are your fault, that things aren't going the way you are, you would absolutely repulse me. We would not get on. I would unapologetically leave the conversation and never speak to you again. Because it's repulsive to be around. And women can, if I could feel that, and let me tell you, I am slightly naive when I meet some people. I always give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe it's not. But women will suss that out so fucking fast. So fast. If you're not a guy that's on your shit, if you don't have a fucking clean place to start with, because if you just clean your room, the physique will follow. When the physique follows, work follows. When work follows, friendship follows. It all follows, and women come right at the very top. They're very important to have in our life. People that tell you that they're not and you should focus on yourself are lying. Women are very, very important to have in your life. The energy they can provide you is exceptional. It is one that we cannot produce ourselves as men. But if you want that, you have to get the other things right first. You have to be able to attract. If you can't attract, if you are repulsive, you will still be sat in a cum-smelly room next week, next year, next 10 fucking years. And you'll live a sad, lonely existence. And I don't say this to be an arsehole. I say this in fact, that you should be quite happy when you hear this, that it's as simple as clean your fucking room, fold your bed sheets, take out any rubbish, have the highest of standards of self-fucking hygiene. Get a haircut every week. I've got a haircut in 2 hours. And I saved it because I'm going to Miami tomorrow. And I'm really fucking excited. This is as long as you'll ever see the side of my hair. Because that's my standard. Remember the video on Hot Coal Rocks? 1 week is like, after 1 week of not having my haircut, that's me on Hot Coal Rocks. I need to get off as fast as possible, go to the barbers and get a trim. You need to have that for every area of your life. The length of your fingernails, the messiness of your room, the way you will, how long you will leave dishes in your sink. It all starts with that basic stuff. And when you build from there, then you can become the man you need to attract the life that you want. So, boys, I hope this was useful. I'll see you tomorrow.